everyone, how's it going again? My name's Kyle Ayer and I'm building myself a tiny house. This morning the spray foam company came in and spray foamed closed cell insulation in my belly tent of the trailer to give me some insulation. I will give the R value roughly about right here somewhere. But so that's all done, so now the next step for us is to put the floor down. I got some plywood here, but before that I'm going to tape off all the studs on the sides. Like right here's the stud, tape it off so I know where it is in the future. So let's show you guys the spray foam and then we'll get into the taping. So I got red tape so I can see it very easily against the trailer. I'm just going to go along and tape up everywhere where there's a stud. Once the floor is on, I can still see where they are. That's what I'm going to do now. So now that I have everything taped off, we can start putting the wood down. I think we're going to start right in the front right here. I think it's just easiest to learn. Because you can see that we have these threaded rods right here. That's to hold the floor and the wall down, so I have to drill holes through the plywood for that. And so we'll get the pieces of 2 sheets ready for the front. Cut them, fit them, and have them fitted. Take them off. Then I have some heavy duty 6mm plastic that I'm going to lay down across all the spray foam for a slight vapor barrier, and then we can start drilling it down. So let's get into that. So what I'm trying to figure out now is the best way to lay my plywood. These right now are $89 a sheet, so I really do not want to waste them. But if I just lay it flat how it is now, this back end is not touching a stud. I don't want to have any potential soft spots. So I think we may start in the back, and because in the back I think we can just cut it into maybe strips and lay it down sideways next to each other. So I think we might start in the back and then work our way forwards. I knew eventually we'll probably have to split a stud and half with the plywood. That's fine, but I actually think we're going to start on the back and work our way forward. But just seeing this piece of wood on there, it is so exciting. Finally hit the floor. It's just, you think the absolute simplest things, like having one piece of wood, it just gets you excited. So let's move to the back and see if we can figure out how to do it. So I figured the best way for me to do this, I believe, I could be wrong, but I think if I cut this 91 1/8, split the difference on that stud, we should be okay, and then we can just go forward from there. And then at the end, with all the scraps I have, I think all the scraps should fit nicely on that last 6.5 inches on the side that I'll have. But I could be completely wrong, but we'll figure it out. Now I'm just going to measure for the holes that we have to drill. I'm going to put the tongue side towards the outside so it doesn't mess with us later. Am I? Yeah. Okay, so the tongue actually, hold on. So I'll have the tongue facing in towards the front of the trailer, and then we can just butt the rest of the boards between the tires right up to it and make it nice and snug. But I have to measure what we're going to do for the threaded rod holes. So now that I have all the threaded rod marked out, threaded rod are 1/2 inch in diameter, so I'm going to use a 3/4 inch paddle bit to make my hole so I have a little bit of wiggle room so I'm not fighting myself putting the piece of wood on. So let's get these holes done out. Uh-oh. Let's put it on. First piece. First piece going on. There it is. The first piece. First piece right here. And I would just start going this way with the wood. Let's get the next piece going. So I put the piece of wood down like you guys saw. Celebrated everything, had the whole thing, and looked at it. I was like, alright, I messed up. So I read our first mistake. The mistake was there's no lip for the next piece of wood to sit. The plywood came flush with it. So I just took it off and then cut about 1 inch off of it. And I just took all the measurements for this cutout right here and in between here. So that's the next piece we're about to cut. But mistake number 1 already. But at least we caught this one. At least we caught this one, so that's good. Ooh. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's the bottom finish. Now I have myself my own dance floor. Fully done. I'm gonna have to take all these sheets up to put my plastic down for a vapor barrier. But before I do that, I'm gonna finish the top up. I'll start and finish the top. And my dad said he's on his way to help me remove all this stuff and put the plastic down. So let's get started on the top. Woo! So I finished the floor all up. Very excited about it. The first person to sit down and enjoy the tiny house. Pumped about that. So now the next step I have to do is take all the floor back up and then put this Super Duty 6mm multi-layer blah blah blah. Just put some plastic down for a vapor barrier. Is it a perfect vapor? Oops, there's a bee. There's a bee. Okay. It's not a perfect vapor barrier, but it's better than nothing. So next step is going to be ripping all this up and putting plastic down for the vapor barrier. Luckily for me, my dad's going to come over and help me, so I don't have to lift all these up by myself, but that's going to be next. Till then, I'm just going to enjoy my trailer. So it's been a couple days since I put the floor on. We had rain for like a week now. Oh, my duck's talking. But now that we have a beautiful 75-degree day, we can start screwing the floor down. So what I'm going to use for that is, hopefully it will focus, yep, is these 2 3/4 inch self-tapping screws with a Phillips head. So that's what we're going to use to secure the floor down, and then that's it for this part. So let's get into that. Alright, so we finished the floor. It's all screwed down, vapor barrier's on. It's all done. I got myself a dance floor, tiny house floor, my own floor, kitchen floor. I got every type of floor right now. So First, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the first video. Well, the second video, thank you again for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and leave a like. But let's talk about the cost down. There we go. So I'll leave what I put up on the last video here. And then in this video, for the 10 sheets of 3/4 plywood was $890. The vapor barrier that I used was $49.96. The 2 3/4 self tappers that I used were $44.98. And then the red duct tape that I used for my studs was $6.98. Now bringing our new grand total to $13,381.46 to date. Yeah, it's a good amount so far, but it's bought and paid for. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we level the trailer off and I show you where everything's going. Alright, so thank you. Bye-bye.